Well, hello and welcome to the channel. This is just, well, I think it's going to be a short introduction. It might be a bit more than that before we finish, but we'll see. Anyway, welcome to sunny Scarborough. And it is sunny today, and the first time it's been sunny for quite a while. So what are we doing on this channel? This is about my journey to live aboard a sailboat and do a little bit of long distance sailing in the future, I hope. Okay, I have been working abroad as a international teacher for about 15 years, and recently I finished my final contract. Well, I hope it's my final contract. I might go back to it in years to come, but I finished my final contract and decided it was time to come home. Home being the UK and Scarborough in North Yorkshire. So I decided to come home, and unfortunately I sort of misjudged what inflation had done in the meantime, and I got here and found that living expenses were a lot more than I expected. We're not day-to-day living, I knew what that was going to be like, but the cost of houses, the cost of accommodation is incredibly expensive, and I just can't afford it. So anyway, what do? Well, I decided to turn this to an advantage. I've always wanted to own a sailboat. I've always sailed, and it was an opportunity. So I set about looking for a liveaboard in the UK. Bearing in mind, when I arrived here, it was just approaching winter. So anyway, I found something I really liked. It was actually a Freedom 35, and decided to go ahead and buy that. It needed a bit of work, nothing very much, I thought. And that's always the thing, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, I had it surveyed, and this is a lesson to everyone. Why should you have a survey? Well, it turns out that the Freedoms have a balsa cord hull down to the waterline, and although the boat overall looked pretty good, water had got into the core of the hull, and there was a huge section of it that was just absolutely saturated. Now, I don't mind a bit of a challenge, and I've had boats before, and I've had boats with rotten cores on the deck, sections, not huge parts, but sections that I've taken out and re-cored and put back. But a hull, no, I'm not doing that. Scares me, that does. Anyway, so I pulled out that, and then I'm thinking, well, let's look for the next one. But as I say, winter was approaching, and winter had got pretty much here by that time, and it was cold. Bearing in mind I've been abroad for 15 years living in tropical temperatures, and the thought of spending a whole winter living on a boat, I'm sure people do it, and well, I know people do it, I've seen people do it, but no, it's just not for me. Then I had to make a decision. What do I do? Forget my little dream? Or do I do something else? Well, they say you should never give up on your dreams, and that's exactly what I did. Or is it what I didn't do? Or anyway, yeah, I didn't give up on my dreams, and I booked a flight, got on a plane, and came here. Welcome to Langkawi in Malaysia. Well, I mean, obviously this is a beach resort. I didn't actually come here. I actually came here. Now this is Talaga Harbour Marina in Langkawi. and just down here you will see a little red boat. Coming to Langkawi in Malaysia was a bit of a risk, really. Langkawi is very popular with sailors. There's a number of marinas here and a lot of boats. The problem is it's a bit of a cruiser's hub, if you like, and most of the boats that are here are larger, well set up for cruising, newer, not all newer, but a lot of them are newer, and out of my price range, to say the least. There are very few that are cheap semi projects that I can afford. In fact, when I looked online, there was pretty much only one that I could afford. Don't get me wrong, she's not perfect. There is some expensive jobs that need doing on her before she does leave the dock. But we'll go through that in another episode. Obviously, I did get a survey. The survey came out better than I expected, and yeah, there are things that need doing, but those are things that I priced into it, and also I negotiated the price when I got here because there were things that weren't on the advertisement that needed doing. And so after a bit of negotiation, I think I got a good price, and I think I've got enough money in there to be able to do what I need to do to make her safe, and that's what I want. So I'm here today cleaning her up and getting ready to move on board. She's going to be a liveaboard, as I said. Ignore the black floppy cloth on top of it. That's just a UV cover that seems to have come adrift. We'll have to cut that off and do something with that. I'm sure we can do something with it, like throw it away. But yeah, so this is it, my first day of ownership of my Southerly 95. Okay, well, I think for this week we're going to leave it there. I started off the episode by saying that it was going to be a short introduction, and it's already started to get a bit longer. But in my own defence, when I said that and I was in Scarborough, I really didn't know I was going to be here. So at that point I was still expecting to buy a boat in England, so it's been a bit longer because of that, but I've got some cleaning to do. As I've said just now, I've got a lot of cleaning to do actually, and I don't think you really want to see that, and it's not going to be very exciting. So I'm going to leave it here and say goodbye. Please don't forget to subscribe. I desperately want to get this channel started well, and if you could please subscribe, then it would help me so much. Leave a like. Obviously YouTube thinks people are happy with you if you leave likes, so that would make it even better and it will get it to a bigger audience. And if you can, share it with somebody you think might also be interested. So thank you very much for getting this far. If you have, if you haven't, I don't expect you'll really know what I'm saying. But anyway, thank you for getting this far, and I'll see you next time when we'll go through the survey report and see what exactly we're going to need to do to get this boat off the dock. Bye.